Today we're going over Groundhog Day. Some say that is Bill Murray's best film. Groundhog Day. I don't know. Do you guys agree? Maybe, maybe not.
Negatory.
No.
Really?
Nope, not for me. Not for me. There's a movie that is actually shockingly similar to this one after seeing them close together, and I prefer the other one much more than this one, which I referenced in my review.
Like Ghostbusters?
Yeah, no, it's Scrooged actually. They're shockingly kind of similar. I don't know if y'all have watched that lately, but it's freaking fantastic.
I love Scrooged. I love it.
It's so good.
That's and I'll never. I don't know why this one scene in Scrooge that gets me. It makes me laugh. Like he in his office, he's got his last name Cross, and the definition, and his definition is a thing they nail people to. It just made me laugh. Every time I see that, it just makes me laugh. Like for some reason, I don't know why.
It's so good. That movie's just nonstop laughs, man. I watched it twice this Christmas, and it was actually the first time I'd seen it fully through. So it was a pleasure, man. I loved it. So now following this up with it, it was an interesting transition to see the two compared. I think that one's superior to this one, but I digress.
I think like somebody mentioned it in chat, but I kind of agree with this. Lost in Translation, his acting and how he performed his character in Lost in Translation was way better than this one. I mean, this is still a really good movie. Really don't get me wrong, but I would give Lost in I think I would give a higher rating to Lost in Translation.
See, I loved Scrooge growing up. I thought it was great because everybody was funny in that. Bobcat Goldthwait, Robert Mitchum when he kicks that cat is. I don't know why I laugh so hard, but it's really good. But
who wants to kick cats? That's well,
I mean, all right, anyways, that may or may not be true, but I like I like how I like the breadth of Bill Murray's performance in Groundhog. I like the kind of manic part of Scrooged, but I like how subtle he kind of goes up and down and goes through this roller coaster in Groundhog Day. I really enjoyed that. I forgot how good he was in that until I rewatched it recently.
I like the characters that he like Bill Murray's character in Scrooge and Groundhog Day. It's just like I don't know what you call it, where he just makes these remarks where like it's those remarks that you say to people where it's like you're trying to be nice, but you're really cutting them like at the same time, and they really kind of don't know it that they're being cut, but they are, and it's just like that stuff is it's just so funny, like how he's able to pull that off. And yeah, now that I think about it, he kind of plays the same character in both films.
They're very similar, and the plot too is pretty similar. Where it's like these redeemed men. They're from these like more esteemed jobs, but one's a lot more. One's a lot more extreme performance versus this one. It is more toned down, like you said. It's a little more understated in this movie. Like it's a lot more of those undercutting comments versus him just being like over the top, just ripping people to shreds, which I prefer.
Is that what it's called? Passive aggressive main character?
Yeah.
He was very passive aggressive.
I don't like that tone. Passive aggressive. He's just a freaking jerk. That's it, man. Like there's nothing else to it. He's just kind of a jerk that thinks big of himself. The real question is if you got stuck repeating the same day over and over again. And I've read multiple, like you keep asking, like people were asking how long was he in that time loop period? And it's just, I only found 3 different answers. I found 40 years. I found one that was 10,000 or 40 years. One that was 10,000 days that they were saying. The other one was 30 years that he was stuck. That's why he was able to learn so many different things. Could you imagine being stuck in a particular day for 30? I mean, we'll just go with the small one, 40 years. Yellow Flash says he lived for 1,000 years. Dang, I'm just going to go for 30 years the same day.
Yeah.
Wow.
That was what Harold Remus, I think, said was 30 to 40 years.
Jeez, that's crazy.
It'd be awful.
Yeah, that would be, especially in Puxatawny. That would. Oh, dude.
I mean, he learned how to steal money.
Oh yeah, that was amazing when he was just
He's
counting.
like, car, this lady drops change, and like, who goes up to an armored car asking for change for quarters? Like, what kind of town is that? What kind of town is
Apparently,
that?
a very trusting town.
Kind of crazy. Knowing my luck, I would get stuck going to the airport and getting on a plane. So my whole day's ruined.
Oh.
That would be my that would be my luck. You know? I would wake up and go to the airport. Of course, I'd have to change it. But yeah, over and over and over again.
Yeah, you took mine from me because that literally happened to me. We were talking before the show about how I'm not flying to Florida this year.
Yeah.
Earlier in the year, I was on a flight when all the flights went down over the summer, when all that crap happened. And I got stuck in Salt Lake City, and we had to drive from Salt Lake City to North Carolina. It took 3 days.
Oh,
and we had,
no.
Yeah. And we had already been gone for like a week and a half away from our kids. And the plane lands, and it's just every flight canceled for days. Salt Lake City was full to the brim with just like people that had been stuck. All the hotels were full. I was like, we're driving back. And then get in the car. Not even joking. I was not 30 minutes outside of Salt Lake City, and I came down with like 103-degree fever and was sick. So I was doped up basically on NyQuil and Dayquil and Monsters for 3 days straight driving home. That if I was stuck in that nightmare hellscape that I'd had this summer, like, and that was a week after having my appendix almost rupture. So this summer was a little bit of a nightmare. It was the trip from Hades. So hence why I'm going full Jeremy and not flying after getting stuck in Salt Lake City. So that is my Groundhog Day. If that happens again, like, I'd be doing the Bill Murray, just finding out all the ways to off myself for eternity.
I get stuck be waking up every day with a massive toothache, having to go to the dentist. That would probably be my luck, you know. Then half my day would be done while they pull a tooth, and then the other half is just trying to recover. I wouldn't be able to eat anything or do anything. That'd just be my luck. So Sebi would never learn how to cook in 1,000 years, right? Would you finally learn how to cook?
I might learn how to cook. I think what I would do if I want to learn a bunch of languages, and I think like I would really enjoy that, and then learn to just do things I've never had the time to do. If I know the day's gonna repeat itself, then suddenly I have a huge amount of time. That would be really fun.
When did he find out? Like, it was like day 4, right? When he realized like something weird's happening.
When he broke the pencil.
Yeah.
That's
well,
when
what's
he was
crazy
like,
is, yeah, he goes a little crazy at the couple days, like, all right,
Yeah.
something weird. Then he uses his power to try to sleep with women. Like, that's the first thing that he goes to. He's like, how do I figure out how to get women and steal money and like do stuff?
It's wild, dude. Yeah, his progression through what he tries to figure out to like stay busy is pretty great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of like it because it kind of reminds me of like stages of grief, right? You have anger, you have negotiation, you kind of try to figure out, and then you kind of have acceptance. And I feel like he went through several stages as like he changed, right? He was really mad the first day that it happened. And then he was like, well, fuck this shit. I'm just going to try to sleep with everybody. And then, and then he was like, no, I'm just going to actually do something better for myself. And then he started taking piano lessons.
It took him a long time to decide to be better. He was a real piece of crap for a so shockingly long amount of time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then in the middle of the movie, he becomes nihilistic. He's like, I think I'm a god. Like, but he's not like, he's just like, I can't do this. But the best part is when he really realizes it, when he goes to jail. Is it too early for flapjacks? And he goes to jail and he wakes up the next day. He's like, yeah. And then he realizes he could just, that's when he starts stealing stuff and he starts realizing there's no
breaking the law. And
And then he
Oh, he had no consequences. There were no
Well-
consequences.
Dude, the sequence where he offs himself is, to me, is one of the funniest sequences in a movie. It's the context is so dark and none of that should be funny, but it is hilarious when he walks in to the breakfast and the lady is talking to him. He doesn't say anything,
grabs the
snatches the
toaster.
toaster,
Grabs it.
goes up the stairs. Yeah. And then you just see all the lights dim in the building. Like,
And then he wakes up to that Sonny and Cher.
yeah, every
Put your
morning.
little hand in mine.
Yeah.
The mountain we can climb.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nobody-
that was
Yeah,
funny.
the
Oh,
part where he
so
steals
speaking
the groundhog as well and gets in the truck and drives off the cliff with the
With the squirrel.
And then the groundhog is like steering the wheel.
yeah.
I don't know
Oh
if y'all
my
caught
God.
it. Like after it explodes, the car is blown up, and you just hear like, it's
Oh,
like,
really?
Yeah,
I didn't see that.
Yeah, it survived the
Yeah.
initial crash. Yeah.
yeah. It's just like a tiny squeal right there after it's like on fire.
I thought I heard that, but that's awesome.
Is that you,
So-
Blaine?
That is our channel. Yeah, that's me. Yep.
You have a channel? You never even told me you had a channel. I had no idea you
Bro.
had a channel.
I know we started a little while back. All of our users basically like pushed me into doing it, and they're like, "I want to hear you talk about all this stuff and whatever." So I do news during the week, and then we do new movie reviews on Thursday nights. So we're like right on the front of when stuff is coming out. So I've been doing it for a little while. It's slowly growing. I'm figuring out this whole YouTube thing. It was the last thing on earth that I ever find myself doing, but it's been fun. So yeah, we do have a channel. Definitely follow it. I would love to see it grow more. It's been fun doing for the little bit that I've been doing it, and I think it's going pretty well.
That's awesome. M June says I'd off myself too if I had to hear Sonny and Cher for 30 years.
Yeah.
So-
For real.
So speaking of music, I thought that was one good touch that I never picked up on the original time I saw it. The polka song. When he first goes there, it's a normal song. There's no
You got a wrench, Yellow Flash. Go ahead. Keep on going, Mo.
so you hear it, it's just normal. There's no affectation on it. The first day that he's back, like the second day that he's reliving it, you start hearing like a little bit of echo, a little bit of distortion. And then when he's like really like, I just don't care anymore. I just want to, it's going to be cold. It's going to be long and it's going to last the rest of your life. Then you just hear it completely, almost like there's so much affectation on it that you can barely tell. It sounds like it's like coming through a tunnel. But then as he goes through and he starts fixing things and he starts realizing that he needs to do better, the song starts to go back to normal towards the end of the movie. So I love those little touches where they kind of do that, where you kind of try to pull you into the headspace without saying, hey, he's not feeling good like they would nowadays. It's actually kind of use subtlety to kind of bring you into where Bill Murray's character is.
The thing that I love most about this film is just the creativity that I feel like we so lack in today's cinema. Of all things, let's pick Groundhog Day to where you got to repeat time to teach you a life lesson that you're a jerk, so you can understand and like feel good about life, discover what love really is, and what helping others and all that stuff. We're gonna use Groundhog Day to do that. So I think that's kind of like such a unique story that they mixed in with this comedy. When he's trying to woo the producer, and it's like every time he messes up, you could see her face, and he's like, and then they have to go back, and they're like, "What drink did you order?" And I forgot it was something with a twist. And she's like, "Oh, that's my favorite drink," and he acts all surprised, like, "Oh, really? What do you toast to for? Let's toast to the squirrel, right?" And she's like, I'd rather toast to world peace. And like, then it goes back again. It's like, he keeps trying. Then there's like this collage of slaps, and he's like, I just give up on her.
Yeah.
I give up.
Yeah.
He's such an absolute sleaze, which I put in my review. That's actually what turned me against some of the movie. That's good. It turned me against the movie a little bit was because it was like versus Scrooge, he's such a caricature that like it's such a ludicrous character to watch become better. This character is like almost too grounded to where I'm like, I know people like this guy. and I can't stand them, and I don't want to see this man succeed. He is the freaking worst. Like, I hate this guy. And so it was an interesting thing for me going back because I hadn't seen it since I was a kid. So it is weird. Like, I never at any point was like, I want this guy to win. Even after he was through his hero's journey, I was like, he doesn't deserve her. This dude sucks. Like, he's the freaking worst. Like, he went through so much. He had to literally completely make an alternate version of himself for her to like him at all.
Yeah.
So it was one of those things. No, you're good. Go ahead.
I think like that's one of the things I kind of like. I like the fact that he failed when he was trying to be fake, right? Because he tried to pretend to be somebody else to get her on his bed, right? He tried everything perfectly, tried to be her dream person, and he failed miserably. And it's not until he was happier and he was just a better version of himself that he actually then landed the girl. Like, he was forced to go through that transformation and stop being fake.
I don't know why I laughed at some of the most stupidest things in this entire film, like when that freaking lady kept dropping the plate in the cafe, and everyone kept clapping. And then when he looks at the camera, he goes, "Are you ready? All right, let's do it. 3, 2, 1." I was dying, man. I was like, what a jerk, dude. Like, what? Why? Man, like, why would he do that? Hold on. Yellow Flash is like, dude, this guy's mad. I told Jay this is my favorite movie and wanted to come on the stream. His response was a picture of his middle finger.
That's crazy. That's wild.
I never did that. Maybe it was yesterday. Maybe you're stuck in a time loop. I don't know. Here's some quick fun facts about Groundhog Day. Let's see. There we go. 1983. As Murray's character evolved to be a much better human being, when director Harold Ramis would explain a scene, Murray would simply ask, good Phil or bad Phil? So he knew what direction to take with that scene. That kind of neat. Yeah? No? Murray was bitten twice by the groundhog while filming and even needed to get rabies shots. But they weren't in. How do you say this town?
Punxsutawney.
Did he spell it right? That doesn't look right.
Yeah, it's
Punxsutawney. Phil
Punxsutawney.
was not used in the making of this film. He was bit twice by the groundhog. Could you imagine?
That's crazy.
Hey, Bill Murray, we need you to get some rabies shots. Didn't they like do that in your stomach back in the day, or no? That's not how it.
Yeah, it used to be in your stomach. Yeah, and they're apparently pretty painful too.
Gosh, the guy took one for the team.
Yeah.
The film was not shot in Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania. I said that totally wrong, but rather in Woodstock, Illinois. That's where Mike lives. During the scene with Ned, a sign for Woodstock jewelry is seen in the background. Oh, Julia. Freak, Jay.
Jewelers?
Yeah.
I feel much better now about my.
God dang it. I could say it. My teeth are crooked. It's hard to talk. All those people, Ramus, Murray, Steven, Ned, have all been honorary grand marshals on Groundhog Day. I'm not even going to try. Other famous actors were considered for the lead of Phil Connors that director Harold Ramis thought were too nice. Was Chevy Chase, Steve Martin. Oh, it's that club. Robin Williams, yeah. Michael Keaton. Keaton allegedly turned down the role, citing it seemed too confusing.
Which is funny because then he was in Multiplicity, which I think was written by Harold Ramis, which is a pretty weird movie. It's in itself, so. Oh.
What is happening in my chat? Everybody's writing this kind of stuff. What's going on?
That was started by Yellow Flash after he was harassing you for saying that you deleted his comments.
Yeah,
I
so
need
now
to
it's
take
just
that
over.
wrench away from Yellow Flash. That's all. Read
That's
super
pretty
chat,
funny.
you deadbeat. We'll get to it. 1 second, right before we show our Criticless score. That's for sure. We'll get into it.
Yeah.
Could you imagine seeing anybody else try to pull this film off?
Not really. I think Bill Murray was perfect for it, honestly.
Dude, have you guys seen the trailer for the new movie? They're doing a sequel and he's in it. I saw it the other day. Somebody posted it with their Criticless review, and I was like, "Hold the phone! What is
Really?
happening?" It
Is
looks
it real?
Yeah,
yes,
that's
it's
my
real.
question.
It looked real to me, and it looks really weirdly serious. But it's about his daughter, and he's like, everything about it looked like a real film to me. I'm pretty sure it's actually happening.
Sometimes some of those
What?
trailers
I'm
look
telling
real,
you.
but they're not.
Yeah. Hold on. Let's see here. And I'm looking too because it looked like a real trailer, man.
Put it in the private chat, and Mike will determine if you're full of crap or you've been duped.
I might have been duped. It would not surprise me at all. Let's see. Somebody on Criticless posting some fake movie trailers. Sorry to send us on a tangent.
Right.
No,
But
I'd love to see it.
Yeah, I saw that trailer and I was extraordinarily confused.
Yeah. Because I haven't heard anything about like a sequel to this at all. So.
I hadn't either. And I'm looking now to see.
Are you talking about the Jeep commercial? Yeah, that's the.
Yeah.
That's the one that they've been. I played it this morning on Daily. We were talking about that. Yeah, I can't see Chevy Chase doing this film. Steve Martin.
Yeah.
Maybe. Michael Keaton. Possibly, but I think the Bill Murray style humor, the way he acts and his mannerisms was the best. Especially when he got to that one phase in the film where he like he knew where the guy was choking and all that stuff, and he just was he was able to like conquer the whole town, except for the old man. Do you think that was like a turning moment for him to understand how life is precious? Or
all right,
I think it was
somebody fake news to me. I'm doing some digging here.
This trailer is definitely fake.
Full-blown fake. Yeah, it's definitely
this trailer is wildly
it's
fake.
definitely fake.
Hold on, I'm going to show you this shot here.
I watched like 5 seconds of it and I was like, nope, I don't want this to be real. I don't accept it. So
well, fortunately for you, it's definitely not real.
Thank God.
Look at this shot. You can see that Bill Murray's not actually here, like in this shot.
Yeah. There we go.
There's a part. Margaret Qualley's supposed to be his daughter, and they have like a CGI face at one point in this scene. I'm like, yeah, like right here, they CGI'd her face.
Oh,
yeah. No, but it's definitely not real. You're all good. You got duped. It's okay.
Thank God. Thank God.
Yeah.
bro, I think that cross country fever monster freaking rager probably heard something there.
Right.
that's I just see thousands of people like unjoining Criticless at this moment.
Right. It's fake news. It's full of that. I got fully like fake news on this thing. We need to add community notes, I guess. They requested it last week, so they were clearly right.
That is true. I did see that people were asking for like community notes. So Yellow Flash is laughing at Blaine like uncontrollably.
I told you some of that stuff looks real.
Yellow Flash,
but
you
it's
need to
really
quit
not. So
quit the
I just
little,
don't trust any trailers out there unless
There's
I like see them from the official website.
Yeah, there's a couple channels on YouTube, and they specialize and they just make fake, badly cut trailers, and people fall for them all the time. They get millions of views sometimes. People are going, "Did you see the trailer? It's a real trailer." And I tell people all the time, "No, it's not. I know for sure this isn't a thing." And they're like, "No." And then I go and watch the trailer, and then I have to show it to them, and they go, "Oh, well, I don't know. It's a cool idea. It could be true." And I'm like, "No, it's not true. It's okay. Like it's the internet." So
we had to have a Facebook because of Criticless, and now that I have it, every time I get on, it's just fake movie news because we're like a movie site, and I'm like, this is terrible. Everything I see on Facebook is fake. None of this is real at all.
Nope.
Yeah, that's accurate.
So I got to show this just so you guys know what we're talking about when that account comes back into the chat and gives money. This was the clip here.
I'm not going back to Haiti.
Well, he's wrong. He's going back to Haiti.
Well,
that's pretty good. Yeah, we're going back to Haiti. Well, he's
super
wrong.
chats, and while we're doing that, if you guys can get your Criticless scores ready, we're gonna see who's gonna get the mob dumped on them for a horrible score. Jonas is not here, but I'll tell you his score. So whenever you're ready, Mo, take us away.
Yes, sir. All right. We have Satoric for $5. Stevie, when in Florida, you need to make Coke Gator mac and cheese.
That's crazy.
We got Dingus for $1.99. Why Mike sound like he's transitioning?
Mike.
Yeah. It's because I was sick, so my voice is all messed up. This is the best I can do. Sorry, guys.
And then we have Mr. Scott looking for $6.66, you heathen. Looking forward to the
He's
topics.
Satan, okay? Just so you know. Mr. Scott is Satan. But I love him anyway.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Looking forward to the topics and review tonight. Is it sad that I get more pleasure watching people watch older classic movies than going to new movies?
No.
No, that's why we're doing this show, because my gosh, it's time to start talking about stuff that we love. There's enough stuff out there that we hate. That's for sure.
Mountain Mutt for $4.99. Donna Hall is just an internet alias. She's actually a voodoo woman named Phyllis.
Phyllis. I love it.
Even people in the chat have deep lore. It's wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Laughing Man, I saw you, man. Like, you'll be in town Wednesday. It'll be awesome to finally meet you, brother. Yeah, and we also need next week recommendations. So go for it.
Yeah. And then we have Cole Hauser again with $2 Canadian. My bro Bruce, Flash, I'm sneaking in Twix bars. Well, we got
That's
those.
not
here.
Canadian.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Maybe the Canadians don't know that.
Okay. Cool, can't wait. All right, Jeremy Cyborg for $5. Avatar update. Lol for you, Jay. Let's go, Achromatic Chronicles.
I see that right in the back of your head there. Achromatic Chronicles, I believe they're shipping out this week. I'm waiting for the Rippercent announcement, actually. We have been waiting on the CGC books to get back. Sometimes they take a little bit longer than others. So hopefully we can get those back ASAP and off. You guys will have them in your hands this week. Fingers crossed. We'll see. We'll see.
Awesome. Can't wait. All right. Gratang, member for 32 months.
Wow.
Hi, Jay. Hope to see you at MegaCon or the
I
Red
will
Coconut.
see you at the Red. I'll see you at both. I'll see you at both. Make sure you yell and say hi, whatever. If you see me wandering around, bumbling, stumbling, not having mustard on me, that's for sure. I'll stay away from the food places.
Not all of us are as cool as Blaine and I. So.
Yeah, babe. I'm gonna put that mustard musk on before I come. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna rub it on. I'm gonna get real stinky before I come.
Oh. Ew. Brother, ew.
I see a lot
Rub
of
it in my
Conan the
stash.
Barbarian in chat.
Ew.
And then we have
somebody-
Schick74 for $1.99. My favorite tubers, Sevi and Mozamboni. Well, thank you very much.
Hold
Much
on.
appreciated.
So Blaine, check out the Jaws 5 trailer.
That shit's real, dude. It's real. It's happening. I saw it. Spielberg greenlit it.
Bro, I watched the trailer.
I'll fight you.
It's
I saw
true.
it.
Yeah, Robert Shaw is back.
That's right.
You think I'd make this up?
It's a bunch of AI people with like 17 fingers, like catching a shark.
Oh man.
Wait, before we continue, hold on. This is so random. They're releasing Megan, the horror film Megan 2, right? You guys know that? You guys remember
That's
the first
happening.
one? All right. So they released the synopsis for the second film. Look at this freaking crazy movie. I totally had derailed the stream, sorry. But look at this crazy film that they're doing. Oh, shoot. I just shared my DMs with Ryan. It's just I only DM for daily, but hold the new.
It's like,
Twitter's
hey baby,
crazy.
what are you doing?
Megan 2.0 details. Set 2 years after the first film, Megan's AI tech has been stolen and used to create a military-grade weapon called Amelia. So this person that was in Ahsoka, Ivana, plays Amelia, who goes rogue. Megan is resurrected to save humanity with upgrades, making her faster, stronger, and more lethal.
Wow, that's crazy.
I mean, wasn't the first one she just was like a pet and like, you know?
This is
I never
this
saw
is
the
what they
first one.
call predictive programming. It's going to be like 3 years from now. This is going to be real. It's going to happen in real life, and they're just telling us like, "Hey, be ready for when this weird stuff happens in real life."
Yeah.
Well, Blaine, it's tale as old as time. Man creates machine for a better future. Machine gets self-aware. Man has to make another machine to kill the machine that became self-aware to wipe out humanity. It happens every Tuesday.
Every
So,
Tuesday.
so they're literally making Terminator, right?
Yeah.
With
That's
Yeah.
what it sounds like.
I
Pretty
saw that. I
much.
was like, what the heck? That's such a weird change from the first one. Anyway,
That's
sorry.
pretty
For
nuts.
real, that's weird.
All right, we got Kristen B. Fernandez for $2. Have y'all seen the Jeep commercial with Bill Murray? Yeah. It's pretty
Beal.
cool, actually.
Have you guys
Bill
seen
Murray.
that? It was the Groundhog Day.
Murray. I
It
hadn't
was
seen
pretty
it.
good.
I haven't seen it.
Really?
I don't think so.
I neither.
All right. I'll get it.
All right, we have Gail McConaughey for $9.99. Love the movie. Bill Murray is the bomb, though. Sad today. Would have been my husband's ex's birthday. Would have been
My husband ex's birthday. I think she's saying
Maybe
like
ex-husband's birthday.
no. I think she's saying like it would have been. I don't know. You know what? I don't
Maybe
even know.
being on Twitter birthday.
You know what, Gail?
Like-
I'm sorry to hear that, and I hope it all works out.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And real quick, I don't know who this person is, but he seems to know Mike. I'm not sure, but thanks. Conspiracy theory: Blaine created Criticless to post bad reviews with an air of legitimacy. He secretly thinks every movie is mid and is funded by a cabal, including by Benology and Paul Feig.
Yeah.
I mean, look,
that's the theory.
they
Caught
got
him.
me. They got me. It's
He
the
caught him
fan theory that's going
red-handed.
rampant.
X is wrong. My husband has passed. Sorry to hear that.
Oh, sorry.
I'm sorry.
Gotcha. We're sorry to hear that, Gail.
Sorry to hear that.
Also, before the next one, here is the commercial that they played a few years ago on a Super Bowl.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Phil? Hey, Phil!
No, not you.
It's me, man! Ryerson!
Okay, little fella. Good job. That's different. Good job.
Hey! He got the groundhog! Phil?
Hey, you're gonna freeze to death. Who cares? See you tomorrow. Didn't say your head too long. Safety first.
A little homo.
He got the
That's crazy.
groundhog! Phil!
It's not personal. It's just a game. Not a big deal, huh?
Bro, that's wild.
We parked. I was
Oh my
following-
god.
That's wild, dude.
You never saw that
Pretty
commercial?
I did not see
Never
it.
seen that.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
That's solid.
Yeah.
All right, Mike, can you
careful.
say this one for me, please?
My knee grew.
Great
Yeah.
stream, Jay.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Llama pajamas, $2. I would read it, but it says super chat held ransom by Epic Meek.
Dang, Mike, how'd you do that?
I don't know how I did it. I have powers
Wow.
I didn't know about. Yeah.
Powers.
Powers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we have he's wrong for $1.
Yeah, that's yeah.
So he said
And
it's
then-
cool. Mike has the pass. Oh my god.
All right, who wants to go first?
Oh, we got one more. Sorry.
Oh,
we got one
my
more.
bad.
Redneck Gooner Mazza, because Mazza's got to work his way into every stream.
What the
Oi,
heck?
Mike, question. Can you explain why Itachi and Kasami fled Kenosha instead of abducting Naruto when they were all very well capable of doing so?
I haven't watched Naruto. I know nothing. Sorry.
And there's that.
All right.
All right,
Yeah.
Sevi, you're first. You ready?
Awesome. Yes. Okay, I gave it a 92. I definitely did like it a lot. I liked the character growth. I liked how he went crazy at the beginning, and I liked how funny the entire thing was when he was like doing the. I like seeing the transition from him not caring when he was uh filming, and then at the end giving this amazing speech. It was just absolutely great. It was filled with really funny moments. I really enjoyed it. I think this is the highest I've rated. No, I don't think this is that. This is one of the highest I've rated movies in here. I think I gave some movies 100%, but I did not give
That's
Groundhog Day, but
awesome.
it was really good.
92, almost a perfect film.
Yes.
I'll go next. We'll get mine out of the way because I don't want to get. I actually gave it a 90. Most excellent. I took my
Nice.
time and wrote a nice review because the last one I wrote, I did like 2 sentences and people were like, wow, top scholar here, like writing reviews, top scholar. So I was like, I'm going to take my time and then run it through Grammarly. So I spelled everything correctly. So there you have it. But yeah, no, I gave it. Oh, wait, I got a comment. There is no way that this winter is ever going to end as long as this groundhog keeps seeing his shadow. I don't see any other way out. He's going to be stopped. He's gonna have to stop. I'm going to give you a thumbs up, man. There you go for commenting on it. Yeah, 90. I thought it was awesome. Definitely had. I don't think this is a movie I could watch like maybe like in 2 months. I like doing like spacing it out because it does have a lot of like they replay the scenes over and over again. But I guess it's just catching some of the little things that you miss when they redo those scenes. I thought like I it's just such a unique story that you don't really see in today's cinema, at least for me. And to have these actors like redo these scenes over and over and over again, because what I read is that each one had to be redone. That they didn't take clips from the previous one and added it to the other clips. Is that they just kept having to redo the scenes to make it look like the exact same scene. I'm like, that's insane that they actually did that. So I appreciate all that. And then again, this is a movie that has lots of humor that doesn't need a lot of CGI or anything fake in there. It's just actors acting and it's funny. I loved it. So 90 for me. That's it.
Yeah.
High
Any
praise.
argument? Should it be higher? Anybody who wants to go next?
I really want to hear
Listen.
Blaine's. I haven't
Yeah,
looked at his yet.
If y'all want me to jump in here, put me in,
All right,
coach.
Mo
Hold
will
on,
go
let me-
next, and then
Yeah.
Mo gave it a 93.
Oh, very
Nice.
nice.
Highest so far.
So for Groundhog Day, I remember watching it all the time. Once again on HBO because that's where all the best movies came out on after a few years. But I remember watching it. I used to love it. But even after that, there's so much granularity in the movie that when you watch it years later, you just pick up on even more stuff and it becomes even more enjoyable. But the thing I really enjoyed about it was the as I said earlier, it's like just Bill Murray's performance, like how he just goes from serious to nihilistic to manic to just silly, like where he shows up as Clint Eastwood, and after he robs the bank and stuff like that. It's like it's a little bit of silly, it's a little bit of genuinely funny. His Andy McDowell's character was really good. She's usually too kind of effervescent and fun and nice, but that was his North Star to kind of get him out of that funk, out of that repeating day, was because she was so genuinely nice and genuinely a good person that he wanted to reach that point. And that was what he started to realize towards the end, that he legitimately needed to become a better person to get towards that goal. And once he got there, he got out of the funk. So I personally think like Jay said in his review, I think it's a microcosm of nobody is beyond retribution. Nobody is beyond grace. All you have to do is commit to doing the right thing and you can turn your life around. And I like that message.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's true.
I commend you for using the word effervescent. I'm pretty sure that I heard that a few minutes ago. I mean, I was like off taking a leak, but like I heard it and I was very impressed. Like, good job on that, man. That was a good pull.
I had my thesaurus with me. Thank you.
Did you put it in your review? I want to see the word effervescent. Like, can
Yes,
you
I did.
spell it right now? Did you really?
I did right there.
That's amazing.
I don't think
love
I've
it.
ever used that word in a sentence.
It's one of my 3 big words that I keep in my back pocket. So
You
if
gotta
you hear
have
me
a
say it a lot, MegaCon, that's why.
He just starts overusing it like indubitably. Yeah. It's just
It's gonna be like, this mustard is rather effervescent. Like, it's really.
Oh God.
Yeah,
We got the poll up for next week since a lot of people were mentioning it. I in our Criticless Discord over there, so we have Conan the Barbarian and the Abyss. So the Abyss was on the Abyss was on the week before, and it lost to I don't know what we did the week before that. So
The Last Starfighter.
the Last Starfighter. That's right. So the Abyss is still hanging around, but it looks like Conan is got a small lead. So we'll see. All right, this is Epic Mike. Are you ready?
Yeah, we can go ahead and share mine.
There we go.
I gave it 100%.
100 perfect movie. Why is this a perfect movie?
So this actually was the very first movie the very first screenplay that I ever dissected when I was learning how to write screenplays. Somebody recommended it to me. They said this is a excellent one to cut your teeth on. I read the screenplay, then I watched the movie for the first time, and I think even logically, a lot of movies get caught up in like trying to explain the rules of the magic and all of that stuff. It doesn't do that, and because it doesn't sink into that, it doesn't really matter what the rules are. What matters is, do you feel satisfied that a change has been made? And that's when the change in the story happens, is when you feel as an audience member that you're satisfied with what Bill Murray as a character has gone through, or what Phil as a character has gone through. I think it is excellently shot, excellently done. I think there are other movies that have done the whole live in the same day over and over again trope. This isn't a new thing, but the way that it executes this story beat is really excellently done. I rewatching it again, I couldn't find any flaws in the movie, honestly. I don't have any complaints. I don't have anything that I thought, man, they had done this differently or that differently, I probably would like this movie a lot more. It's not one of my favorites, but I think when you see a movie done to this level and written to this level of excellence, that it deserves the praise that it gets. And yeah, so watching it again, I was just impressed. And I actually was impressed with Bill Murray's range here, because he does start out like a grumpy jerk, and he's comfortable in Bill Murray land. But partway through the movie, when you get to the sequence when he sees the old guy and he starts trying to be like, he's trying to be more like gracious and understanding about the world around him and more aware of things, and then comes to the conclusion and the realization that, you know what, it doesn't matter how many times he relives this day over again, this guy's gonna die. That's just how the life works sometimes. And maybe if he had gotten there a few days earlier, maybe something could have been done. But for that day, no matter what he did, that guy had to die. And that's like a really sad moment. And I thought Bill Murray plays that moment perfectly. And then by the end, I legitimately believed the change in him. So yeah, I love this movie. I think it's amazing. And I don't hand that title up often. I think this is a perfect movie. So.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wasn't he calling the old man dad or something like that, or pops, or
yeah, he called him pops earlier. Okay. Yeah, in the movie. Yeah. But
my daughter came in while I was watching it. She was asking, she's like, "Is that his real dad?" I was like, "No." I was like, "I think he's just like, there's this weird thing where he's like relating to this man who's been in his life for so long, and he's just this old man he's trying to save. He's kind of relating it to like his father or something. I don't know. I couldn't quite pinpoint exactly why.
Yeah, it was just. Yeah, I think the idea was just, you know what, this guy is down on his luck. And the whole movie, remember, he pretends to help him. And like, that's a theme for him, is he pretends to help the guy and never really does. And then when he finally gets like his head out of his butt and goes, I'm going to help this guy, it's fruitless. It means nothing because the guy dies. So, and so there has to be a conclusion that he realizes helping that guy is just good enough, because then later in the movie you find out that he's been helped, that he goes through and helps everybody that he can. And it's not to like Now he's not doing it to try to make himself feel better or give himself a pat on the back. Now he just goes, you know what? I'm just going to have a day where I just do the right thing for everybody and make everybody else's life in this day as good as I possibly can. And that's when he gets rewarded with somebody loving him. And in a way, there's a little bit of a Beauty and the Beast thing here of like loving someone and being loved in return, because it's the first time in the movie where somebody then gives back to him of themselves freely, because the whole movie he takes from everybody, and that's how he learns and progresses. But by the end, finally he gets the girl, but he gets the girl by not taking anything from her, not sleeping with her, but her being willing to love him and then purchase his time. She basically takes his time back for herself and says, hey, like, I want to spend the rest of this day with you because of what you've done for everyone else. It's very beautiful. It's very poignant. And if you haven't realized, if you haven't gone back, Harold Ramis is a very good screenwriter. He's written some of the most classic comedies of all time. But this is a great one. So yeah.
Would you call it effervescent?
No, I'll let Mo use that word. I'm not going to take this from him. I'm going to let him keep his word. He's got that in his back pocket. I respect it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, before we get to the worst review ever, I missed the last start. Just let me do a couple housekeeping duties here. If you missed a review or one of the live streams, we are putting them over here. The Monday Hangover has its own channel. Look, I even put the countdown so you could relive the moments of the countdown. But all the live streams will be here, and we're cutting out different scenes. So this is the Great Outdoors review, The Last Starfighter, and then we had the Little Debbie cake conversation. So all that will be there. You can go over there and check it out and rewatch. We appreciate it. If you want to subscribe, it's in the pinned comment. And just like anybody else in G&G, super chats matter. So if you don't like our picks, for next week, $100 super chats will definitely change the directory of what movie we're going to watch. But you got to be civil. You're not sending $100 saying, please review The Human Centipede. I'm probably not going to force that on people, especially people with families, things like that. So, just throwing that out there. Like, some people are like, man, I really wish you would. I see a lot of people saying you should do Forrest Gump. I'm sure that will come up, but if you like, you know what, I want you guys to do it next week. Hey, just like anyone from Geeks and Gamers, money talks around here. That's what we do. So just throwing that out there. But as of right now, it looks like next week is Conan the Barbarian.
Let's go.
Conan.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That'll be our
I haven't seen that movie in forever.
What is best in
R-rated
life?
movie, and there's
Yeah. The Jay Freeze.
Wait,
I
you
think
know,
he froze.
Oh, yeah.
Cannibal
Jay
Holocaust.
froze.
Oh
He
my
looked
god!
mad
he froze
for a second. He looked mad at me. He just stopped. He was like,
me?
yeah.
For just a
Yeah.
second.
StreamYard's giving me some hiccups. I'm just saying, this is our first R-rated movie, so
Oh, boy.
And it earns it.
Yeah.
It's yeah.
Conan the Barbarian. There you have it. All right, here we go. How many people unsub from Criticless?
Don't leave the
All
site.
right. Listen. I'm gonna go ahead. First and foremost, I want to bring up the man responsible for the Groundhog Day 2 trailer, Samwise Gigi. He is responsible for this, and I even have commented. This is his profile. Feel free to haze him endlessly.
Oh my
it's his
God.
fault. I take zero responsibility for anything I've ever done.
Look at that thumbnail though. It looks like he's got a glass eye or something. Like
Right, it does look a little crazy.
It looks like he's dying.
It looks like a
Groundhog,
Bill
yeah.
Murray and Pat Morita had like a kid. Like,
That's crazy.
Hey, look at culture. What's up, brother? We'll see you in Florida too, man.
What's up, buddy?
Groundhog Day is a story of growth, redemption, and love. It's one of my favorites. See you in Florida. Hey, Blaine.
All right. What's up, buddy? How you doing, man?
62.
Whoa.
Listen,
62%. I guess I lost a friend with benefits on this website, man. I gotta go.
I know. Listen. This is gonna catch me. It's not gonna catch me as much flack as my airplane review, but they started calling me Shirley app wide after I gave Airplane a very low score. But this one, okay. So look, here's the deal. I personally I wasn't crazy about his character. I really do think Scrooge played a lot in a lot of role in me not being crazy about this movie anymore. I saw it when I was a kid. This is one of those that was like on TV all the time, but it does feel a little tedious at points for me. Like I think partially because I didn't find it very funny. I only laughed like a time or two during this movie, and I don't know if it's just because I don't like his character in the film, but there was just something about it that I didn't want him to succeed even when he succeeded, because he was so sleazy and he was so creepy. Like, we saw the lengths of which he was just trying to like get the girl, and so to me it never worked when he got her, because I didn't like him at all. And I never, even by the end, when he goes through his journey and he's like, you know, I mean, he does, like, he puts in the work, and it did take him a long amount of time, but it was just from the beginning. I don't know. It was like he never went to full like lampooning level of like how he was in Scrooge, where he was ridiculous, right? So in Scrooge, he's just this despicable human being. In this, he's just a passive aggressive little bitch, and I couldn't stand him. He gets on my nerves, and so it was like I don't know. There was something about that. Maybe it just like reminded me of someone that I know or something. But it was just I didn't like him, and I never wanted him to win. So like when he got the girl, I was like, don't deserve it. He doesn't deserve it. And so for me, it just, I don't know. I wasn't pleased by the end. And it was a bummer, because I remember liking this when I was younger. Like I said, it was on TV all the time. I watched it, but I just didn't find it super funny this time, with how much I laughed recently watching, when I checked out Scrooge. I was like laughing constantly, and only found myself laughing during this like a time or two. And so between like the comedy and elements and stuff, and I realized that it established a whole genre, right? Like, this movie did make a genre of films, which is like, that deserves all the respect in itself. But when it's unfortunate for me, I guess, now that we've seen other people do this. I saw somebody in the chat earlier mention Palm Springs, like Live, Die, Repeat, or Edge of Tomorrow, I guess is the real name of it. Like, that was what I mentioned in my review. That movie is freaking awesome. And it has the balance of like the comedy, the action, and it like really pulled me through. And so for this, it just kind of did have this tedious feel for me as he was going through the motions, because I didn't like him, and I really wasn't crazy about the romance lead either. So neither of the leads really like grabbed me. So that was why it gets the score it gets. I deserve all the flack. I get it. But like, I am here with y'all. Like, it established a genre. It deserves all the love. But I will say, there were some people, after all of the boos down here and the people saying that I was out of my mind and that I was a blasphemer.
Boo this man!
Yeah. So I clearly got what I deserved. But John Ray Movie Man agrees with me. We have several other folks in here that clearly think that I'm not out of my mind. Granted, there are many of you as well that think that I am. So I'll just say, I'm not alone. There were people that came to my defense. So I rest my case with him not being as compelling as I would like.
You know, Mr. Scott says, I really appreciate when a show has a different opinion person to piss everyone off. Balanced.
That was and if you read my review, the first thing that I said is that I was glad that I could stop this show from being a circle jerk. So you're welcome.
There it is.
We weren't all praising it.
2%. Don't just don't look at the chat for a good minute.
Probably should have put
on to your butt.
That's people in the chat are saying this, man. They're saying this to you.
How about no?
Hey, listen, we got Michael James in the chat saying 100%, man. We got a few people in here.
No.
There you go.
One person.
Yeah.
One person.
I'm
Everybody
digging
else
deep
is
through this
saying,
chat.
yeah, everybody else says, Blaine, there are people you can go to find help.
Sorry, Mike. Here are some of your reviews that are actually in this chat. Look at this. I always like to highlight, since many of you guys made a Criticless account when we started this show. You know, it's pretty awesome to see you guys. We got 100% here. Hennessy Boy with an 81. Oh, and we get a 50. Not funny, just annoying.
Wow.
There you go. There's Blaine.
That is Blaine's alt account.
Yeah, right there.
Every negative review is just my
I-
separate alt accounts.
We have 95s. There's Sevy, 92. My Dixie wrecked. Oh my god.
Jay straight up fell for it.
And you read it. And you read
That's
it.
crazy,
That's awesome.
bro.
Now you got me.
That's
Thank
pretty
you.
good.
97. There's Mo with the 93. Ah, there's Lily. She gave it a perfect score. Also, Jonas also gave it a perfect score.
Yeah.
So this is, look at it. There's a lot of 100s here. Alex gave it a 100. There's Mike, another 100. I'm not reading any more names, but if I showed off, you know, your score, there you have it. And I love the fact that, again, for you guys like doing YouTube and doing pop culture, it's awesome that you can create a Criticless, put a video, your review video up there as well. I can't. I'm not surviving. I'm not coming back from what I just did. So, Fear the Tardo gave it a 71. Tardo gives 2 thumbs up. Wait, what the heck? I gotta read this review. How the heck does Fear the Tardo have a Criticless account? Tardo gives 2 thumbs up. Oh my gosh. Tardo got funny feeling watching adults kissing. Tardo not like. Oh my god, he stays in character.
Oh,
The whole time.
have y'all seen? We have another guy that pretends to be Jar Jar Binks. And
Yes, I saw that. I was laughing so hard today.
Following you.
he
Hey,
stays
Mike,
in character in the comments everywhere.
Where
Yeah.
are you up to, Mike? Where are you up to?
Where am
How
I?
many
Oh.
followers?
Hold on, let me pull it up and check real quick here. It's more than you still.
What?
Yeah. So it's jumped actually a little bit. 216.
Oh, nice.
Oh man, I
Let
gotta
me
get
check
my
mine.
numbers up, man.
Come on, guys, you gotta
Where
keep,
are you at, Jay? Where are you
at
at?
120.
Come on, guys, you gotta get my numbers up there. If you
All
haven't
y'all
already
got to get
followed
your
me
weight
over
up.
there.
I'm in the thousands. Y'all need to step it up.
Ah,
my
Wait, no, you
God.
have. Yeah, you just have an infinity
Okay,
symbol.
come on.
got bots
yeah, you're
account.
an infinity symbol.
Yeah.
No,
He
lot
is
of
the
bot
site.
account.
Yeah.
I am.
114. So please follow my Criticless.
Where are you at?
114.
All
I
right.
got like 24, but you know I just started, and
Mo-
I'm not special. Apparently.
Wait,
Come on,
you
guys.
just started it?
After look, the owner of the CEO of the entire site just dropped that review, and you guys gave me crap for the last Starfighter last week. I deserve retribution. Follow me or else.
They're literally calling me Mo in the chat right now. I've seen it multiple times.
Somebody said Blaine has been deleted from Criticless. Like, pretty good.
Yeah.
No, it's pretty awesome. So
Yeah.
thank you guys that are, first of all, thank you guys that watch this show with us, that do reviews. I don't have time, Tom. I'm sorry, man. I see you screaming in the chat, but that do like the different reviews with us. I will try to highlight. If you watch, next week is Conan. If you watch Conan the Barbarian with us and you're in the live stream, please let me know that you got your review up. I'll show it up on the live stream. So I don't even know. I don't even follow Tom on Criticless. So I don't even know where to find it.
I don't even know what his
He's
name
on there.
is on Criticless.
Yeah, I don't even know what your name is.
I think if you search Tom Connors, I'm
Is
pretty
it Tom
sure.
Connors?
I think that's what he's. I'm looking now.
Yeah, Tom. Listen, you don't
There
dictate
he
my
is.
show, Billy. Come on, man.
Tom, why do you, wait? First off, why do you not have a? Why are you not verified on here? Jesus, man, you've been on here forever. What's going on? Do your content creator thing. Also, his review just says that I'm wrong.
Yeah, Blaine is wrong. That's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Bro, what are
Yeah,
you talking about? Bro, you have a bigger show than me. What are you talking about? Where's Tom? Where can you pull it up so I can see it?
Oh, I have it here. Hold on, I can.
Yeah. I
good.
can't find it. I can't find
I
it
got you.
anywhere.
I found
So
it.
while everybody's looking, I gotta thank all of the 43 additional members in the Monday Hangover group on Criticless.
Oh, nice.
We're almost up to 50 and everybody's active in there. That's really
Listen,
awesome.
all
Thanks
I gotta
everybody
do,
for
I'll do a
joining.
mass invite. I got y'all. We'll get some people. in
Holy crap! Look at Tom. What are we doing, man? It's too busy for me, man. I'm getting a headache looking at your page, Tom. But I will give you a follow, brother. There you go.
there. We need to get him verified.
Blaine is wrong. One of the top 10 comedies of all time. Actually, Midnight's Edge did a awesome Bill Murray. What do you call that? Where he rated.
Oh, they did the tier list. I saw that too. It was
the
really
tier
good.
list. Yeah, that was an awesome stream, Tom. All jokes aside.
Agreed.
So Tom, I'll bring you on the show, man. You want to do Conan next week? Because some people are going to be out of town. I'll send you a message. Conan the Barbarian with Midnight's Edge. How you like that?
There you go.
All right.
And if he doesn't come on, I say the hell with you, Tom.
Yeah.
Ooh. Those are fighting words, Mo.
Yeah.
That was a quote.
I'll send you a DM, Tom. I'd love to have you on, brother. I'd love to have you. All jokes
Also
aside, I'd love to
fighting
have you on.
words.
So
It was very effervescent.
yeah, again, like what I was saying, if you do a review with us and you watch the show, let us know. Let me know in the chat. Let me know. I'd love to show off other people's reviews as well and get you guys some traction. We're just trying to build this thing out for everyone. This is the whole Monday show is dedicated to getting people's voice out there. You know, some of you guys got amazing takes, you know, and we'd love to help promote you as well. So if you watch Conan next week, you do a review, so let us know, man. Let us know. What I plan on doing is I'm terrible about tweeting the show, so I'll tweet the show. And please spam your review underneath that tweet. If you don't have Twitter, let us know in the chat what your username is that you did one, and we'll try to show as many as I possibly can.
And holler at me because I'm on Criticless all day, every day. So I can find y'all stuff too. So I keep on top of stuff. So let me know too. I'll keep an eye on things.
Awesome. Next.